Okay. Alright, we're in. So, as the quest title has decreed, I have indeed selected Regicide. Let's see. So last time we went through literally all of Praetorium and everything that followed from that. I think that entire sequence was, what, 3 hours?
Which one?
From Praetorium onward.
I don't remember if it was exactly 3 hours, but that does sound accurate.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that was fun. So now we're in post Realm Reborn, and it's very funny to me that good King Moogle is on the up road to to Heavensward. Alright. I don't think I've ever heard this person, so I'm just gonna make up a voice for him. Maybe I'll make him sound like Alfino. Or old Alfino?
Old Alfino? What do you mean?
Or Realm Reborn Alfino.
Maybe.
Because didn't everyone say that his voice actor changed in
Yes, it did.
Heavensward?
Uh-huh.
So we're just gonna roll with it. Or maybe he'll sound like Connie Senna with that weird, like, inflection. I don't know. I don't even know if I can, like, make a voice like that. Anyway. The wards barring access to the king's sanctuary can only be nullified through the use of enchanted keystones. The self-same method employed 5 years ago, when the first the king was summoned to Eorzea. It was with great regret that we were forced to sanction the slaying of the guardians who then held the keystones, for none were in our possession at the time. By the grace of the elementals, however, we have been spared that burden on this occasion. Kuplokop confided in me that he had been entrusted with a set of keystones by the Muggles god themselves. Yet wishing not to betray their confidence, he begged me to find some other means to gain entry to the king's sanctum. Alas, I have been unable to do so, and dare not labor any longer, for fear that the Moogles might succumb to the corrupting influence of their liege lord. We must needs have Kuplokop's keystones, Varix. Please pray go to him, and beg his assistance. He awaits you at West Shore Pier. Impress upon him our great need, and I am certain he will yield. Yeah, sure. Not the swoopy anime hair. Your wife says she likes my design. I'm glad to hear that. Welcome in, Hectaz. Where am I going? That's revealed. How have you been, though? It's been, like, several years now. Stop. A streamer who finally got your name right in the first try. It's not like you have it posted on your Twitter thing, and it's not like I've known you for a very long time.
Wait, who is that?
This is a friend from Smash Group a million years ago.
Not that old. Are we?
Look, I have now had a text confirmation that it's been closer to a decade, so.
Oh dear.
It is scary. I am old.
Which means I also am old.
Yeah.
But then again, I am a dragon, so
Yeah.
age is just a number to me.
Started going to tournaments in 2014. I don't even remember. When did I join West Green? Who are they? This is Kaye.
Hello.
I'm already lost. Oh, okay. Ah, yes. Hectaz is also a dragon.
Let's go.
I believe he's going to be red, in contrast to...
Wait a minute. Actually,
What?
now that you say that,
What?
his name sounds familiar.
I've mentioned...
Maybe I've seen him in passing.
I don't think I've introduced...
No, you never introduced me, but I think
Yeah.
I might have like seen him in passing during another interaction or something like that.
Hmm.
Because I remember you knowing somebody who was a dragon also.
At the time? Like, way back when? No.
No, not way back when, but at some point.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, I did show you that I reconnected.
Yes.
And blue and green. I believe it. Oh god, how do moogles sound?
Like squeaky toys?
Yes, because I'm totally capable of making my voice squeaky. So, how will you do it, Kupo? Oh, he told you about that. Well, if there truly is no other way, I'll do it, Kupo. Take the ferry to Sweet Bloom Prier. I'll go on ahead. You have to take actual high-quality PNGs of your green and blue... Oh, okay. Everything that's red changes colors. That's cool. I'm going the wrong way. Excuse me.
Nice.
Oh, you're gigantic. Your wife also has a VTuber? Nice.
Well, what do you?
What am I doing?
What do you know? Same as the two of us.
Yeah. Oh, I just don't want it. They're bigger. Don't you dare lie to me, Kupo. I know what you're planning and I won't allow it. Open your eyes, Kupo. The king will never be satisfied, no matter how many crystals you bring him. Why am I defending? We offered you a choice, and this is how you repay us. By consorting with the Zaura. Imperials, Gerdanians, Sylphs. You're no different from the rest of them. Actually, you're worse, Kupo. Traitor to his kinsmuggles. He plots treason against the crown. Enough! Kuplokop will answer for his crimes soon enough, as will all who defy the will of good King Muggle Mog the 12th. May he reign forevermore, Kupo. So I have chosen regicide. What is your wife's design? I don't think I've ever actually seen. The king is planning to purge the Twelzord of his enemies, Kupo. We've got to stop him before it's too late. In DM? Alright. The entrance to Thorn March is deep within the Bramble Patch, Kupo. If you take me there, I can nullify the ward. But be warned, the Mongols Guard has set traps to lure enchanted beasts. I can't hide from them, so you'll need to protect me, Kupo. No, I don't want to do an escort mission. Is he following me, at least? Okay. really like the coloration on this one. You have so much hatred for the Gradani music at this point. I didn't know you played. But yeah, I think there are, at least in my case, there's a lot more. Okay. Am I going the wrong way? A lot more annoying tracks. Oof. You're an MMO lord. You had to play this game eventually. Oh, you just started. Nice. Yeah, I remember you. You were what's the term? A WoW head. But I do know that this game has like a similar feel. It's not quite the. Same execution. Is that a duty over there? Wait, so where in the story are you then? For this game? You have your complaints with 14. Story's not one of them, other than it goes on forever. Yeah, I'm...
Where is he at?
He's typing it.
It gets good, I promise.
Post 0.0 and Storm. Oh! Damn, you made a lot of progress.
Wow, if you just started in March and he's... Well, you know what? I'm one to talk.
Yeah, you kind of blitzed it. Whereas...
Yeah, but that's because I played on a second character.
Yeah. I mean, what I'm doing here is going through NG+, because I started in Stormblood, so I only played Stormblood.
Oh, sheesh. Those designs.
Yeah. So, at least what I'm doing now is going through all of the memories that I don't have of the game. If you'd stuck exclusively the campaign, you'd be a lot further. Look, I mean, that's the whole thing about this game, though, right? There's a million things you can do, you just have to want to do it. You stopped and leveled every class to minimum 50. I wish you luck when you get to higher levels.
Oh, God.
You're here, Kupo. I don't see any more beasts, do you? Maybe not. Solo? Oh. Oh, you poor child.
What does he mean, solo?
Leveled every class solo?
I mean, so did I. I feel it.
Yeah.
Not only that, I leveled all the crafters to 100 twice on 2 characters.
Yeah, but that's because you're insane.
I know.
Are you ready to face the king, Kupo? Instead, closer to the ward. Raise your hand and focus, like when you attune to an aetherite, Kupo. I'll open the way for you. I'll attune to the barrier. Backwards. The rest is up to you, Kupo. Now go and teach those foolish moogles a lesson and send the king back whence he came. I'll think about it.
What March?
You have 700 hours in the game. Haven't played in over a month. You were... Look. In this game, there are times where you just have to be a menace. I don't check how many hours I've had in the game.
I think slash playtime. Shoot, let me see if that works.
Is it gonna be a problem if I press this? glitched. Oh, okay. Forgot that does that. Because I have I think 2 games.
Yeah, it does slash play. Oh god. Yeah, slash playtime works.
Gotcha.
I just saw mine. Not as bad as I thought, but it's still a lot.
Yeah.
What did you have?
I have 386 days. I don't know what that is.
I mean, this is my alt account, so it's not gonna have.
Calculate
I haven't checked my main, but my alt, I'm surprised, has this many days on it.
Yeah. So let's see, 386 times.
Actually, being at endgame and only having 50 days of gameplay is kind of nuts.
There's 24. Oh jeez. That number doesn't feel right.
Yeah, I'll check my main account when I log into it. Oh, guess I can't go with you. My queue just popped.
That's fine. I'm playing on tank, so it shouldn't take too long.
That's fair.
Turn off.
Worst comes to worst, you can always unsync it.
Yeah. Making sure this is off.
Ah, yes. Make sure you turn on your cutscenes.
Yep. Never mind. Now you want to check your WoW accounts? The fact that that's plural. But I remember you doing that, so it's not surprising to me.
I mean, all I... Oh, no. You know.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Let's see.
I mean, all I'd have to do is think back to your spreadsheet.
Mm-hmm. You have WoW Classic and WoW Retail. That's fair. Oh, right, yeah. Wait, so when you say solo, you mean literally without doing anything and you could do solo? No dungeon farming, no... Wait, so... Are you doing, like, leave quests or something? Is that what happened? Leave quests and fates. Nice. Yeah, I actually did do a lot of that. Up to level 50. I think I did it until 62. For a lot of classes. Self-torture. Look, sometimes you just don't want to interact with people.
I actually spend quite a lot of time playing on my own.
Yeah. Sometimes you just get into a kind of just a grind set about fates. You just go in, have some fun, slap things. Oh. Leave quests I actually do miss. In no small part because it felt like actually like completing quests. Like I'm an adventurer at a guild. While I'm loading in, I will say that your design is super sick.
Yeah, it is.
Can't check retail. Tragic. But yeah, you can't complain about fluky anime hair because you have it.
It's even fluffier than mine.
We're in classic MOP, which is frightening. I see. Okay. Full disclosure, I don't remember how to do this. Okay, that guy's not. Does this work? No. Please don't walk into me. Okay. Haha, mechanics. Funny. I believe the way you do this is murder everything while not Danny Elfman music plays in the background. You're so right. And speaking of musical homages... ...124 days. Nice. So can't target anything. I am the whom we call Tuesday. I am in through your hand. Yeah. Right. Holy. I don't like that. I don't have a gap closer. That sucks. Where's Char? When I first got this in a roulette, like, without any context at all, I was so confused. But I was so happy hearing that there was literally a This Is Halloween parody. Oh, you're the only person left. You did it, Kupo. You did it. Good King Mongol Monk the 12th, may his mighty soul rest in peace, is no more. I maintain that this is literally the... What's her name? Leslie Tiller from Hot Fuzz. I shudder to think what might have happened had you not stopped the Mongols' guard when you did. Thank you, Varix. Perhaps now they'll come to their senses and stop playing at fairy tales. Rest assured that the chieftain will have choice words for them, too. You should go and tell Pukni Pat that the king is no more in Kupo. She's with Ryo at Camp Tranquil, and can relay the news to the chieftain. Then away I shall go. It's not on this map. I can't think of any other instances of music from Nightmare Before Christmas that literally have been fully parodied in this way. Where am I going? Okay. Only 36 days on Classic Death Knight. They like it's a bad thing. Do I dare believe my ears? Good King Mogulmog the 12th, may his magnificent virtue serve as an example to us all, has fallen. All Mugglekind owes you a debt, Kubo. Ah, and I sense Ryo wishes to congratulate you as well. I shall let you two speak without fear of interruption. Thanks, I guess. 36 days is... I think that's several... I think that's what, 700 hours too? Maybe 600. My maths might be wrong. Your bravery and service to this falsehood and her Muggles shall not be forgotten, Barracks. My sister will doubtless wish to hear the tale of this great victory from the mouth of the woman responsible. Pray return to the Lotus Stand and treat her to a full account of the day's events, while the events are yet fresh in your mind. A64, a lot more than I thought. We're back in Gridania, yeah. Hi, Michaela.
Am I?
That means your warrior's 3,000. Yeah. When I looked at the playtime that I had in this game, it read 9,000, and I was like, this feels wrong. This feels like it's too much. Classic came out in 2019. When did I start playing this? 16?
I don't know. I can't remember at the moment.
When did Stormblood come out? Now we alt tab to take a look. Stormblood release date. $2018. Oh no. She added up all your retail time from 2004 to 2017. Where are we going? Oh! Why are you loading things? In any case, it does seem like both of us are extremely MMO heavy. Yeah. What are you? The eldest seed seer is expecting you, madam. May I show you in? Yes. Bring me to a place that isn't gonna lag. Yeah. Barracks, you are returned to us, unharmed and victorious. Thus I have 2 reasons to be glad. Yet many questions remain unanswered. If you would be so kind as to oblige me, I would fain hear all that occurred in Thornmarch. Time for bed, good night. See me eventually. Yeah. Be well. Sleep well. Good to hear from you. Then it is as we feared. The king really is a primal. But he really isn't, is he? I mean, the Muggles don't worship him, for one thing. He's not even a god to them. That doesn't sound like any primal I've ever heard of. Thanks, you're welcome. Always wishing you well. Mayhap the fault lies with the definition. The fact remains that through a combination of the power contained in crystals and the force of their collective faith, the Moogles called forth a being that by right should not exist. Moreover, when slain, said being left no corpse, the ether which comprised him instead being scattered to the four winds. According to the accepted definition, he may not be a primal, but the mode of his manifestation was in every respect the same. Which means... Ascians. This whole business reeks of their handiwork. Upopo? They said it was a masked man who taught them how, years ago. But Gridania has no shortage of masked men. I never thought it a question. Confound it all! How many more will they ensnare with their tainted gifts? Too many, I fear. So long as there are paragons to stir the embers, fools to build the pyre, and crystals to feed the flames, ever and again shall we suffer primal visitation. A somber thought, but a salutary one. My heartfelt thanks, Barracks. Already, the information you have provided has proven invaluable. The Grand Serpent Marshal and I have much to discuss. Oh, before you do, my lady, I was hoping we might finish discussing that other matter. The matter of which you speak has even now been settled. The Scions shall not want for support. We shall be glad to send additional supplies to Revenant's Toll. We knew we could count on you, my lady. While Ida and I remain to discuss the particulars of our arrangement with the Elder Seedseer, mayhap you can return to the Waking Sands and apprise the antecedent of all that has transpired. I've been prayed to return. Zoom in. Full glad I will be to not have to return to the Waking Sands. When I no longer have to return to this wretched place.
Yeah, I felt the same.
It is good to see you hale and healthy, Varix. I received word from Ida and Papalimo that you had felled good King Mongolmog the 12th, but I had hoped to hear your version of the tale. So it was as they said, summoned with the same methods used by the Beast Tribes and taught by the Ascians. Though unfortunate, this incident did at least serve to remind the Elder Seedseer of our usefulness. Her offer of additional support could not have come at a better time. My thanks, Varix. The gift. Why would you banner this? What's wrong with you? That's a spoiler. Owing to the tireless efforts of all concerned, we are, at long last, ready to bid farewell to Vesper Bay. So as to avoid drawing undue attention, we shall make the journey to Revenant's Toll in small groups, departing at irregular intervals. Lest you doubt, it is still my intention to conduct future operations openly, but on this particular occasion, the need for caution overrides all other concerns. To move north as one ponderous caravan would only serve to invite attack. It seemed only right that I should be the last to leave, and I would have you remain with me until the end, Varix. Upon my departure, the Waking Sands will formally cease to be our headquarters, and the premises will be given into the care of Urianger. I had thought to relinquish the property, but he was quite adamant, and I had not the heart to disagree. These walls have borne witness to some of the brightest and darkest moments in our Order's history. Mayhap it is best that we do not forsake them entirely. Urianger shall remain here and devote his energies to studying the nature of primals. By the grace of the 12, he will one day discover the permanent solution that we have sought for so long. Of course, he will not be alone. Alize shall continue to work closely with him as well. You mean the Alize that we haven't seen in 8 million years? Should they require our assistance, I have their assurances that they will not hesitate to contact us. Speaking of Urianger, would you inquire of him if any tasks remain undone? I cannot escape the feeling that I have forgotten something. Something important. I know that feeling. No. I think it's over this way. Yeah. So if Alize is supposed to be here, where is she? No hide nor hair. Tragedy. Squints. Thou art ever welcome, Varix, but I require no assistance. Pray take thy leave, unburdened by concern for my well-being. Verily, thy countenance bespeaks a desire to quit this place without further delay. Mayhap thou thinkest this chapter of our tale concluded, that these halls should rightly be consigned to the annals of history. In man's eagerness to seize the future, how readily he doth set down the past. Full many a proud pioneer have bravely stridden into the great unknown, only to find there the banner of his ancestor, faded by the eons. And still man glorieth in his discoveries. 'Tis though through his pride that wisdom doth ever give way to ignorance, while they who lurk in shadow remain hidden, lost no sooner than they are found. Certified yapper. Be not offended, Varix. Thy conduct hath ever been beyond reproach. Despite thy surpassing strength and all thy many victories, thou hast never been so convinced of thine own greatness as to imagine thyself above the failings of thy forebears. Mayhap it is the echo which hath opened thine eyes to the lessons of history. Would that the same could be said of... Oh my, who could you be possibly talking about? Why is she screaming? Whence came that cry? The solar. Shall offend the antecedent. How and why? Varix,
You must.
I must not fall asleep. Migraine. I sure hope not.
Tell me, Louisoix, would you have done the same?
Uh-oh. Whose voice should I assume this is?
Louisoix Levelour was a remarkable man, wise beyond mortal measure. Would that I had met him prior to his passing.
Oh.
And as seen here, how readily you see. You are indeed gifted, antecedent. And you are not like the others. Your robes. Gifted, but ignorant. Yet I shall not judge you harshly. The fault lies with your forebears. It has been millennia. Mine are the robes of an emissary. Unlike he who came before, I have no quarrel with you. You speak of La Habrea. La Habrea is a warrior. He fought. He fell. He may yet learn from his mistakes. Then he still. Come. I only confirm that which you already knew. There is no cessation, no oblivion, only expulsion. You... what are...
She can't see him.
We're ready when you are, my lady. If there's nothing else. Is something the matter? I feel the same way. After everything that's happened here, it feels strange to leave. But I'm sure we'll soon get used to Revenant's toll. Well, I'll let you say your goodbyes. Take as long as you like, my lady. We shall depart whenever you're ready.
It is only to be expected. She lacks the gift and the knowledge both. To her, we are indistinct.
I do not understand.
Shadowless, fleshless, formless. What truth there is in each tale is diluted by time and telling. Knowledge dictates expectation, and expectation colors perception. Thus did she perceive not. So it is with all but a chosen few. Even you, when young, could not yet see with eyes unclouded. You know nothing about me. Nothing. The gift grants you clarity. It grants you focus. With it, you may in time come to see us as we are, rather than this crude approximation.
La Habrea did not think so highly of the Echo.
La Habrea is wrong about a great many things. The Echo is indeed a gift, albeit one you have yet to master.
And if we did?
There would be no strife between our peoples, for we would be of one mind. I leave, as I came, in peace, antecedent.
May we meet again as friends. Wait, stay where you are.
Oh,
Oh gosh.
Mayhap I was indelicate. 'Tis a mercy she shields her children from his grace with such resolve. Was it also by her hand that you survived the ardor, I wonder?
you know, you probably should have just teleported to save her the grief.
I take it there is no need to explain.
You don't seem like you're bleeding, so okay, cool.
Save your concern. He did me no lasting harm. Whatever his intention was, it was not to kill.
Okay. After having gone through like 8 million of these Echo memories, I really wonder, will there ever be a point where the Echo will be perceived as something that we see through the eyes of the person whose memory we're viewing? I feel like that would be a stronger narrative than like random camera angle.
I had a cry. What happened? Are you alright? You look faint. Do you need to lie down? I could fetch you a flask of my special tonic.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Dorianje, send word to the students of Baldesion. Tell them to scour the archives. The forbidden tomes in particular. If there's any reference to an Ascian robed in white, however oblique, I would know of it. An Ascian, my lady? What was that what gave you cause to cry out? I did but moments ago glimpse a figure clad in white set forth from the waking sands. Yet Ascians aren't wont to employ teleportation magics. Why would one be so brazen?
Oh.
The healer at my party let me die.
Hmm.
I'm really sore about that.
Can't imagine why.
I was top DPS this whole time.
Your salt is now immortalized on the internet.
I know not and care not. Find him, Varix. Turn every stone in Vesper Bay if you have to.
Bombastic side-eye.
Pray attend me, Totteru.
We're literally just gonna go searching on foot about this. Okay, but why though? I saw the memory. He said he had no quarrel. Although I guess it would be prudent to actually see if he's doing something. Oh, you're here. You're literally just here.
I am told that you are the warrior of light, but I would know for myself. I shall walk north, and you may choose to follow. Know, however, that you will be waylaid if you do. You may even perish. Should you survive, we shall speak anon. Okay. Beautiful. A one on a minion, huh?
Yeah. Oh well.
Being judged. That's nice. Might as well get this while I'm here. You just let a bunch of your comrades fall in combat to me. Remarkable. Truly remarkable. I thank you for granting me this indulgence. None save she who bested La Habrea could endure such an examination. Have the laws of man grown so twisted in my absence that it is now permitted to lay hands upon an emissary? No man, Persian or Greek, no man threatens a messenger. I regret to inform you that this is Sparta. I can't kick you yet, so soon. You bore witness to my audience with the antecedent, did you not? Then you know I only acted in self-defense. I realize the same cannot be said of La Habrea. Even amongst his brethren, he is considered unique. Nevertheless, I cannot wholly condemn his misdeeds, for through them we discovered you, one so strong in the gift that she could cast us out. Your mother favors you still, that much is plain. Surely you must feel it. Her influence wanes, and her strength shall soon be spent. These lands, these people, this world, all shall soon change. As it was, so it shall be again, as it should always have been. Doubt my claims and question my motives if you will. Only believe me when I say this. I am Elidibus, emissary, bearer of the word of the one true God. And we shall meet again. That was a fun graphical glitch there. Like, I loaded out of the cutscene and his model was still there. Incredible. Why is it green here? So he came to Minfilia to seek me. Interesting. Thank the gods you've returned, Varix. After you left, I began to worry that I might have sent you to your doom. I take it our visitor proved elusive. Beg pardon? He was waiting for you? What did you do? What did he say? As it was, so shall it be again. Of when does he speak? And of what exactly? The words of this Elidibus portend much but reveal nothing, save perhaps a measure of disdain for La Brea. I had hoped for answers, but it seems I shall have to be content with a wealth of additional questions. Yeah, you will. Let us set aside the matter of this Ascian until after we have completed our move into the Rising Stones. There is but one final favor I would ask of you before I depart. I believe I have mentioned before that my father was a member of the Alamegan resistance. The truth, however, is more complicated than that. As far as the Empire knew, he was their spy. He maintained the deception for nigh on half a decade, furnishing the resistance with vital Imperial secrets while feeding his paymasters subtly conceived misinformation. When he died some 15 years ago, my father left behind his journal, which I have closely guarded ever since. It contains every shred of information he and his agents could steal on what they believed to be the single greatest threat to Eorzea, the Primals. Its wisdom has guided me through the years, though there is much within I still do not understand. It is my hope that Urianger will fare better. Tell him to treat it with care. It is all I have left of my father. Tragic keepsakes. All the time. I thought that thee departed. To what end dost thou linger? Have a book. The father's final bequest. The daughter's lifelong labor. It is no small thing to surrender such a cherished memento. Well, I can imagine the antecedent's pain. Upon mine honor, I swear to spare no effort in the study of these materials, lest my lady's sacrifice be in vain. Barracks, this is Minfilia. Forgive me, but I could wait no longer. I have departed for the Rising Stones. If you have yet to... Once you have given the journal to Urianger, I bid you come to the 7th heaven in Revenant's Toll. Tataru will be there to show you inside our new headquarters. Assuming you have already attuned to it, you may wish to make use of your new aetherite in Revenant's Toll. After all, it is right on our doorstep. It's not untrue. It's the wrong door, Tataru. And Varix, you're here. Good, good. We were all wondering when you'd show up. As always, just telling your restive receptionist here, I'm pleased to inform you that all the documents have been prepared and all signatures signed. The Rising Stones is officially yours. Splendid. From this day forward, I will spare no effort in seeing that it is as welcoming and comfortable a home for us as the Waking Sands ever was.
Sands was not comfortable.
No. There was literally the one table up top and sandy brick below. That said, this is all somewhat intimidating, is it not? So many unfamiliar places and unfamiliar faces. Most of the men and women you see around you here in Revenant's Toll are adventurers who come and go as they wish. I dare say it should make it easier for you to go about your business here. And it shouldn't hurt that Varix here has already made something of a name for herself here. Isn't that so, Varix? I would never claim that myself. Why, that's wonderful to hear. Rest assured that this receptionist will work just as hard to see that our efforts do not skip a beat despite the relocation. And with that, Varix, I do believe it's time you officially announced your presence to everyone inside. The antecedent and the others will surely be overjoyed to see you. I'm sure. I walked in and just watched the door fling open with the chocobo running past me. That was great. Aww. You made it. Oh, you wish to help? It's very kind of you, but I can manage on my own. Besides, you should be out having grand adventures, not withering away here with me. Yeah, just casually squatting. Interesting. As ravishing as ever. Perhaps for old time's sake she would... I was right in front of you! Gods, Varix, don't sneak up on me like that. We bards are an easily startled lot. As you can see, our Charlian allies have furnished us with a wealth of new tomes. It would be prudent of you to broaden your knowledge as well. Would not be remiss. Well, well, well. If it isn't our favorite little shitlord. Is it not wonderful, Varix? Nary a single presumptuous merchant has darkened our door. I know full well they will come in time, but for now let us enjoy the respite. Yes, yes. Shit, Lord. Look, we even have a carpet in here. Wonderful. Well, it is certainly spacious. Right you are. Today marks a new beginning for the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. For today we declare our independence. We shall henceforth be beholden to no nation, but serve all of Eorzea's people, proudly and openly. But this does not mean that we will sever our ties to the Eorzean alliance. On the contrary, the antecedent and I shall endeavor to strengthen them. Rest assured, however, that we shall not permit political considerations to influence our decisions. Is this before or after you spend an exorbitant amount of the coffers buying a sword? Our identity remains unchanged, as does our cause. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and our single purpose is to safeguard the future of Eorzea. For Eorzea. A moment of your time, Varix. I would speak of Elidibus. Pardon the intrusion, my lady, but the matter which bringeth me to will admit no delay. My every attempt to contact the students of Baldesion has been met with silence. No one will respond? How odd. Allow me to try. No response. Surely they will not ignore us. They have never yet, my lady. I fear we must assume the worst. No. No, I will not believe it. An outpost perhaps, but not their headquarters. Their wards are beyond circumvention. Had they come under attack, they would certainly have raised the alarm. None could penetrate their sanctum unnoticed. But for those who lack the gift and knowledge both, no. Contact the agents in the field at once. If aught has befallen the students of Baldesion, they may know of it. Though the thought of it pains me, until such time as we have evidence to the contrary, we can but assume the worst. Accordingly, we must needs seek another source of information on Elidibus. It is possible that others in the homeland are possessed of such knowledge. Be fairly warned, however. They are unlike to yield it unconditionally. Do what you must. Yet another unforeseen and unwelcome development. What could be next, I wonder? A visit from a crimson-clad Ascian, perhaps? A Oka? A Puce? And which of our allies will then fall silent? For a time, I thought we had gained the upper hand. Out of curiosity, do you know what the color puce is?
I can't describe it.
It's like neon green, but worse.
That's horrendous. But we have seen people glamored in that color.
I agree. It is very close to the metallic green that we have in game. Like, if you look at one part of the gradient of it, it is that color. It was funny. I had a friend who I played League with a million years ago. Their username was Puce Dragonlord. So imagine a dragon in that color. Puce? Puce is a type of green. I will show it as soon as we're out of cutscene. There's no brain cell behind Minfilia's eye. It's possible. How are you doing, Steven? Having fun dating? Everything. When you shattered the crystal of darkness and cast out La Habrea, I dared to hope we had found a way to rid ourselves of the Ascian menace. Doing well? I'm sore from work, man, but unwinding here feels good. But I was wrong. He endures and may yet return. Upon that point, I have no doubt that Elizabeth spoke true. Yet there must be a way to destroy them utterly. A way to spare this world their unholy machinations. I dare not consider the alternative. There are forces at work we do not understand, Varix. I discern them all around, in disturbances too great and too numerous to be dismissed as mere coincidence. Doubtless the paragons are involved, but how and to what end is far from clear. I know not what will come, but I do know that we will rise and meet it as one. Ah, my stalwart hero. Your face is a picture of resolve. I know that you will be ready when the time comes. With luck, however, that will not be for a while yet. Pray return to your private affairs with my blessing. Should anything arise, you will be informed. Kryl, where are you? I do fondly remember Joe Cat's description of Minfilia. For those who haven't watched that, in his video describing his journey to appreciating what Final Fantasy XIV is, he was asked to describe his companions, and he described Minfilia as like, that's not a real character. And I'm like, that's rough, buddy. Your intercession was not foretold. You object? We question. Our plans are in motion, your intentions unclear. They survived the 7th Ardor and are stronger now in the gift. Does that not intrigue you? Elidibus, people say. No, it does not. Serve as you will. So too shall I. We labor not at cross purposes. The wisdom of his plan shall become apparent in time, when the veil is lifted from their eyes. And at long last, they see. It's okay, we don't have context for Elidibus yet. Let's do it this way. So, Michaela, the color puce is this color. It's really gross. Atrocious. You're right. It is atrocious. And someone decided that they wanted to be called that color as a Dragon Lord. I mean, it could also be this, but it's still bad. Beautiful. Oh, that reminds me. Actually, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. This one. Let's see, what color was it? Might have actually been this color. My psychology professor in year 1, he had, like, his shirt, every single class was this color. And he said his favorite color was chartreuse, which I'm pretty sure is this color. I don't know. Why? Why does he hate us? I don't know. He just likes color. I had no quarrel with it. It was just really hard to look at sometimes. Because there would be times when we would be in a, like, next to a window with just the right angle of sunlight in the afternoon. Man after your own heart. That's fair. What is your favorite color, Steven? Out of curiosity. Oh, hey. I know who you are. It looked like a radioactive frog. Damn.
Truly, there is no rest for the weary. Scarce had I begun to make myself at home when I received a request for assistance from Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern. It would appear the storehouse in Horizon has been the target of a series of covert robberies. Minor as they seemed in isolation, occasional discrepancies in their manifests were long dismissed as clerical errors. It was only during the concern's annual audit that a pattern became apparent. Significant quantities of crystals, and only crystals, were missing. I need hardly tell you what that may imply.
Green is actually your favorite color? Nice.
The brass blades charged with investigating the thefts believe that someone within the concern is selling the crystals for profit. Alas, they have yet been unable to identify a likely suspect, and the concern's proprietors have grown frustrated by that lack of progress. Needless to say, I would not have agreed to intervene had the stolen goods been of merely monetary value. If there is even a possibility that the thief acts not out of self-interest, but in service to a primal, we can ill afford to wait for the blades to realize their mistake. Pray depart for Horizon at your earliest convenience. Rendezvous with Y'shtola when you arrive. She and Thancred have already begun a preliminary investigation. I have every confidence that the three of you will get to the bottom of these thefts, and I hope our fears prove unfounded when you do.
Green is a solid color. There's such a wide variety of green. In nature and out. This is my favorite green. In and out of game. Followed closely by this, 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 and this. I like very earthy colors. Typically like darker greens. Yeah. I see too you are a man of culture. That's the wrong spot. Desaturated and warm green are nice. Neon green. You wish to bleach your eyes, thank you. Look, some greens are just greens.
Ah, Varix. Your assistance is most welcome. I've already spoken at length with the brass blades of the Rose, albeit to little avail. It would seem that these took great pains to conceal their activities. I could go into further detail, but your time might be better spent in the conversation with Fufulupa. He is the officer charged with leading the investigation, and I would only be repeating what he had related to me. If aught eluded my attention, mayhap it will not elude yours.
You don't mind neon green? Most of your warframes that you fashion frame in the game have super neon colors to them. If I'm honest, that is smart if for no other reason than everything else in Warframe is super washed out. So you might not even like be remiss in making sure your colors are that bright. Whereas I follow the same kind of color application that I do to all of my glams. Dark, fairly earthy. And if there is like a striking color, it is in accent rather than main colors.
Varix, what a pleasure it is to see you again. The stroller said to expect you. A terrible business, these thefts. We have yet to confirm the quantity of crystals stolen, but I dare say it may be greater than... Ah, but never mind that. I have news to share. A short while ago, the driver of a heavily laden carriage refused to halt for inspection and broke through one of our checkpoints on the Royal Allegan Sunway. The cart bolted off toward Eastern Thanalan, where, thank the gods, I hear that our colleagues were able to apprehend them without further incident. Speeding carriage? That would seem a curious choice of thieves of such proven cunning. Yet the Amalja do have a foothold in Eastern Thanalan. What of their cargo? Did they carry the crystals we seek? We should be receiving a report any moment now, but I fail to see what else it could.
Did you miss me, friends? I'm back, but I fear I come bearing disappointing news. Or, on second thought, perhaps it's good news after all. Gotta eat, so have a good rest of the stream. All good. Enjoy your meal, and have a good night.
Thancred, wherever have you been off to?
I figured you had everything under control here, so I just took a brief excursion to the east to check up on our Amalja friends. Wouldn't you believe it? I happened upon a runaway carriage on the way, and was even able to do my small part to help my friends in the brass blades to intercept it. In all my years, I had never seen such a prodigious quantity of somnus. The blades were calling it one of the greatest holes they'd ever seen. Stolen crystals, on the other hand, were nowhere to be found. Is that so? Alas, I suppose we have no choice but to resume our search elsewhere. We should reassess our options as well. Come with us, Varix. No, you're here. Why didn't you load? Or was that not looking? Against all expectation, and seeing the Imalja are innocent of this particular spate of crimes. By all indications, they have yet to replenish the stores of crystals exhausted during their last attempt to summon Ifrit. What I can't fathom is why anyone else would go to such lengths to obtain crystals, and in such quantities. It cannot be that we are dealing with simple thieves. If their motive were profit, why would they limit their trade to crystals alone? Plainly, we are missing something. While you think about what it might be, I shall inform Oriange of our progress, or lack thereof.
Now then.
A voice
Tizar,
missing.
the situation may be more complicated than we anticipated.
Indeed, I shall remain watchful. Ere thou goest, another matter requireth thine attention. A young maiden, full eager to... Wherefore inquirest thou of her fairness? Very well. Be she damsel or devil, I shall direct her steps to Revenant's Toll. Save thine insinuations for one given to such impropriety. Thou shalt not find me amenable.
Far across the sea from the land of Domar have we traveled. We seek audience with the ruler of these lands. Who here speaks for you?
Interesting. Any bright ideas? A solitary flash of insight? No? Well then, for a want of better suggestion, I say we try picking Poopalupa's brain again. Who knows? If we work together, we may yet find something of use nestled away within it. I'm blind. Oh, but it's good to see you return. I've given some thought to the matter, and I've just hit upon a most disturbing possibility. How could I have been so blind? Calm yourself, Poopalupa. What is this disturbing possibility of which you speak? I was contemplating as to how the thieves' activities escaped our notice for so long, and they came to me. What if there is someone amongst our own ranks conspiring with them? A traitor in our own midst? It would be most unfortunate if he has proved well-founded, Poopalupa. Indeed. If for reasons of security, the concern decided to transfer the remaining crystals stored in Horizon to another location, their plans would be discovered the moment the brass blades were informed. Oh, such a shipment would surely be well guarded. Would thieves as wily as ours risk open confrontation? Mayhap not. Neither would the concern be eager to present them with such an obvious target. Nay, they might instead elect to carry out the transfer in secret, to entrust the goods, say, to, let us say, a lone Mikoto miner, traveling without escort so as not to attract undue attention. Oh, but who... I see. Yes, the concerned may well elect to do that. But to travel with so much cargo would be a strenuous task indeed, and this miner would certainly need to rest upon the way. Mayhap north of the bridge to Hammerley? Fine spot for a rest. Would you not agree, Varix? You lie in wait to the north, and I shall do the same to the south. Forgive me, my friends, but I have received new orders. I must inform my men at once. Call me a cynic, but I would be surprised if these thieves lay down their arms and surrender. See as you can prepare to offer them some encouragement. Alright. I need his restrooms. I'll be right back. And we're back. Okay. That's... was never expecting to see this.
Meaning no offense, miss. I'd sooner be left in peace.
Okay. Is she doing that on purpose? She's also not mining. Hang on, wait. If I'm supposed to be here, that means... technically, there should be a Thancred somewhere over here. Alright, we're on the hunt. We're looking for a Thancred to the south. You've never seen that? Nice. Discoveries for everyone. Was he just on the bridge? Either that or I have to go, like, really far south. Oh, there you are. What are you doing, Varix? If the thieves approach from the north, there will be no one there to stop them. Please. You know that time doesn't move until I say so.
Well, I guess your Stola was trying to be inconspicuous.
And she's doing a swell job.
I mean, she must be. No one noticed. Like, neither of you ever noticed her until now.
I didn't play this part of the story, so I have no context. But now I do.
It's hilarious.
I'm sure there's a certain subset of people who really like her in that outfit instead of her normal Realm-Born outfit. Where? Okay. Oh, that's cute. Bye. Oh, there's more. Oh. You're supposed to talk to her like this.
Step into the last, as expected. You are unharmed. A gang of sea wolf thieves, and in Thanalan no less. I suppose there's a first time for everything. Sea wolves. All of them. Aye, and all with the same taste in facial tattoos. Blue, in case you were wondering.
Thieves are a long way from home. Thancred, if you'd be so good as to attend the outstanding matters in Horizon, I've inquiries to make. To Horizon, then. Lupa will want to hear about your meeting with the thieves. Mm-hmm. On behalf of the Brass Blades of the Rose, I thank you for your service to Horizon. Ah, well, we have not been idle. While you were afield, we succeeded in identifying the traitor within our ranks. Was that so? Then, by your leave, I should very much like to have a word with that fellow in private. No. I'm afraid that will not be possible. Regrettably, he, managed to subdue the unit of blades dispatched to detain him, and made good his escape. Oh, for the love of... And how did he manage that exactly? Your men haven't been sampling the somnus we confiscated, have they? Or was he a giant in disguise? No, he was quite strong. A sea-wolf. Leminson born and raised, I believe. But do not worry, we will find him. You have my word on that. I see. Pray keep me apprised of any developments. Yes? She's standing next to me. Understood. I fear our time together is at an end, my friend. Your services are required elsewhere. Awfully disappointing, I know, but one must follow where duty leads. You might try to look a little disappointed. Or do you mean to give me another one of your stoic nods? You do, don't you? Yes!
Even the game knows how to make fun of itself.
I'm glad they figured it out in Post-Rome Reborn. Quest come from either one of you? Or do I have to go somewhere? Okay, there we go. The antecedent bid me to tell you to make for Vesper Bay, where young Alfino awaits your coming most eagerly. It was he who requested your assistance. Some commotion or incident, I am not privy to the details. While you do whatever it is that Alfino has planned for you, I shall endeavor to track down a traitor's brass blade. And when I do, you may rest assured that we will have our answers. Cool. Oh, what am I doing? I almost made a whoopsie. No one saw that. You are late. No matter. I know where our visitors are headed. From what I've been able to gather, this vessel belongs to a band of Domans who seek an audience with the Sultana. You are familiar with Doma, yes? In Ophir? Well, like the rest of the nations of the Eastern Continent, it is ruled by the Gallian Empire. Given our visitors' unannounced arrival, as well as the state of their ship, I suspect they did not leave their homeland under the best circumstances. Needless to say, I should be very interested to hear their tale, and more importantly, what they know of the current state of affairs in the Empire. Such information could prove most useful. We would be fools not to pursue this opportunity, do you not think? Come with me to Ulda, Varix. Unless I am mistaken, and I am rarely mistaken, we will find the Domans bickering with the Sultan sworn on the royal promenade. You're uncertain of your role in the proceedings? Insurance. If our guests are not themselves Imperial agents, it seems fair to assume that they may be pursued by some. And if not, who better than you to have it on hand in the event of an unforeseen diplomatic incident? Besides, I do so enjoy your sparkling repartee. Satisfied? Good. I shall see you in Ulda. This little shit. Oh, it's lagging here. It matters not how many times you ask. Without the necessary permissions, none shall pass. Pray understand, good sir. We have not the leisure to lodge a formal petition. Time is of the essence. All I ask is that you summon your superior. Allow me to plead my case. Surely you can grant us that small kindness. Away with you, and darken these doors no longer. I will not ask again. You know not what you do. I gather your pleas fell upon deaf ears. A loyal man with a cold heart. I know his kind well. I hope that you find me more to your liking. Alfino Levelure, at your service. A friend. Which I believe makes me very nearly unique. In this part of the world, at least. Few indeed are your allies in Ulda. Yet you will need some if you wish to endear yourself to the wealthy and powerful. Pray join me and my associate at the quicksand. There you may explain your situation to us, and we shall see if there is aught we can do to help. I love being voluntold. How convenient.
We have traveled some several thousand miles across the sea from the nation of Doma, in hopes that we might find sanctuary in these lands.
Sanctuary, Lady Yugiri?
Aye. Lying within Othard, Doma was under the dominion of the Garlean Empire, as I'm sure you are aware. When the War of Succession broke out in Garlemald, we espied an opportunity to free ourselves from the yoke of imperial oppression and took up arms. Only to be crushed. And so I gathered what few Domans escaped the reckoning and guided them hither to your shores.
A war of succession? Then the Emperor... Forgive me. You said that Doma was under Imperial rule, did you not?
Doma is gone. Razed to the ground as an example to the other provinces.
12 have mercy. And your people?
On a ship anchored in Vesper Bay, flying borrowed colors. Many were complicit in the rebellion, or akin to those who were. They will not come ashore until I send word that it is safe to do so. I sought an audience with your rulers, but was summarily refused.
The lords of Ul'dah are not wont to entertain foreign refugees without suitable encouragement.
Mayhap I was foolish to expect otherwise, but our supplies run low and we have young ones in urgent need of care. I have seen the tents outside the gates, however. We are not the first to seek asylum, nor will we be the last.
Be that as it may, Ul'dah is no friend to Garlemald. Your tale would stir the hearts of many men and women here.
It may stir the hearts, but would it move them?
The Sultana and the Syndicate will not be so easily swayed. But I shall see that you are granted an opportunity to plead your case.
This is within your power?
Well, far be it from me to boast, but I do have the ear of certain influential individuals.
I am in your debt.
Lady Yugiri, forgive me for observing, but your choice of attire seems like to evoke feelings of mistrust.
Men are wont to fear the unfamiliar. We know this from experience. We seek only to spare the people of Ul'dah unnecessary disquiet.
That's fair. But also, have you seen me?
I shall defer to your experience, then.
I thank you for your understanding.
It seems I have urgent business with the Flame General. I leave our guests in your capable hands.
How dare. And yet I nod. There is only nodding. If I may, madam, as I said earlier, we have been at sea for several moons, and our supplies are all but spent. I have not the heart to repeat the tales of our tribulations, nor would it please you to listen to them, I think. Suffice it to say, however, sacrifices have been made. Though it shames me to beg for more when you have already offered so much, desperation compels me. Good madam, if you or your associates could spare any provisions, anything at all, it would go a long way to lessen the suffering of my people. The proprietress and I have a good relationship.
Hells, why didn't you say so sooner, Varys? Of course I'll help.
You couldn't have picked a better day, to tell the truth. A wealthy merchant and his entourage were due to have a banquet here on the morrow, see? But just sent word that they can't come. Meaning I've got a boatload of foodstuffs and no one to feed. Best of all, they paid for the lot in advance. Ha ha! Go and call on, Fridera and Catherine at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Tell them I said to ship the little princess order to the Waking Sands. Oh, and if they argue, just show them those others. That should set them straight. Cool. I felt the twinge of sleepiness, but I'm really not in the mood to sleep. I must continue. Let me make tea, though.
My, that's a rather odd request. Mayhap you misheard her instruction.
Oops.
You know, you shouldn't encourage them like this. They'll start to expect it. You mark my words.
Don't care. Help those in need. She's in the business of feeding refugees now. I normally want to question Mistress Mummedy's judgments, but that doesn't seem wise to me. Don't care. Help those who need it. Not to speak for the children, but if you ask me, any man what can't earn a crust deserves to go hungry. Fuck you. Fuck you and your mindset. It's holiday tomorrow. I know. But tomorrow is tomorrow. Today is today. They didn't give you any trouble, did they? Good. Now go and tell Lady Yugiri that it's all in hand. I did not hope for such magnanimity. Man. Magnanimity. What? Magnanimity. Thank you.
That is a tough word to say.
Yeah. It's tough to say fast. Much less expected. Mistress Mumedy is generous indeed. I shall be sure to thank her most humbly. It's a loaded word, yes. I can say magnanimous, but made put into noun form is rough.
Lady Yugiri, I briefed the Flame General in your situation. I think you will be pleased with his reply. We have been granted an audience. Before the Sultana and the Syndicate both. We should return to the Royal Promenade at once. You have done much for us, Master Aplingo. I swear we shall return the favor. Naught is owed, Lady Yugiri, for naught has been given. This small favor you fairly won with your words, and it is with words you must win the favor of the Syndicate. Then I shall choose them with care.
You will be accompanying us, yes? Good. Your presence may serve to remind the Syndicate of the true meaning of philanthropy, and that nothing so unpalatable will be required of them, assuming the Domans are willing to earn their keep. Come, the Flame General awaits us on the Royal Promenade. Pleasure, barracks. The others are already inside. Let's not keep them waiting.
I'm honored to meet you at last, Your Grace. To mark this auspicious occasion, I should like to present to you the finest treasures our humble nation has to offer. Alas, the circumstances which have brought me here today have divested me of both time and dignity. I come before you as a pauper in direst need of aid, to request that you grant my people asylum.
I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, welcome you to our city. Be at ease, Lady Yugiri. Although I myself have heard the tale of your misfortune, I would ask that you recount it once more for the benefit of the others here present.
As you wish, Your Grace. For many years, my nation, Doma, suffered under the yoke of imperial rule, and my people yearned to be free. Thus, when a war of succession broke out in Garlemald, we sought to take advantage of the chaos and reclaim our liberty. Alas, our enemy proved less preoccupied than we had hoped, and our rebellion was put down in the most brutal fashion.
Those who survived, how many do they number?
More than 200 souls huddle within the cramped confines of our own galleon's hold. Yet this figure accounts for but one of a number of ships which escaped the purge. It is my hope that you will allow us all to dwell within your walls. Should that prove unfeasible, however, I humbly ask that you accept as many of my people as your resources allow. Pray understand, we do not beg a boon, but propose instead an arrangement. We would serve as soldiers or tradesmen until our debt is repaid.
What are the Syndicate's opinions on this matter?
I assume they will say, no, it's too expensive. There's too many of them. We cannot afford to take care of the refugees that are already outside the walls. So why should we try with these? Tell me I'm wrong.
I, for one, think it's a marvelous
Oh, good.
Lady Yugiri and her people strike me as an industrious lot, and there are parts of the city which have yet to be fully restored. If they are willing to work, I see no reason not to let them.
The head of the Mirage Trust is not known for his generosity. He sees profit in this.
I agree. That said, these are foreign refugees. To admit them would require a formal resolution. Shall we call a vote?
The law is the law.
Lord Lolorito? Tell me, are you blind or willfully ignorant? Even now, our streets are choked with the displaced victims of the Calamity and Alamigan refugees.
Okay. So, it was not Teleji that, or whose opinion I was expecting. It was yours.
They live hand to mouth, subsisting on aid provided by the immortal flames, the cost of which grows ever higher. The wealth of Ul'dah is not without limits, my friends.
And what about your coffers? How much are you willing to sacrifice?
And need I remind you that these refugees are prone to violence and criminal activity? You have all read the reports, I think.
This is too prescient and I hate him.
Without homes or employment, it is only a matter of time before men grow desperate and take that which they imagine has been unjustly denied them. Yet, knowing this, you would have us swell their ranks. Mayhap you think the brass blades and the flames are not hard-pressed enough?
Mm-hmm.
Screw that guy.
As I said, his views are prescient, and I hate him. Too many echoed sentiments, and I really want to mash him into paste.
Some say the chairman of the East Aldenard Trading Company passes Gil thrice daily. This may explain how he came to be the wealthiest man in Ul'dah.
Ah,
Or it may simply
he's
be
the
that his wealth is
richest.
beyond reckoning.
How fascinating that your opinion should carry in this manner. I'm using poetic understatement to say that this is really frustrating.
Surely the Sultanate can support the few hundred domins Lady Yugiri represents. That our resources have been taxed, I do not deny. But we are hardly in danger of financial collapse. I move that an exception be made.
An exception, Your Grace? I am suddenly reminded of a similar debate some years ago regarding a number of Alamigan refugees, if memory serves. What were your words that day? Yes, the law is the law, and so our visitors remained in Little Alamigo. Mayhap our wise and benevolent Sultana would be so good as to enlighten us as to which other of our laws should not be upheld.
Good lord.
I wish to mash you into paste.
Mind your tongue, Lolorito.
My lord, I share your concern for the welfare of our great nation, but we must endeavor to take a longer view. You know as well as I that people can be a resource still more precious than gil.
Precious or not, they were never yet so reliable. And unlike those who frequent your establishment, I have no desire to gamble with my future. Ul'dah's greatest asset is, and has ever been, her material wealth. We risk this at our peril.
Tell me, Lolorito, without your money, what are you? You okay?
I will say this, he's very smart.
Intelligence aside, and whatever wisdom he has in order to accrue his wealth, the fact of the matter remains, this is a bad viewpoint.
It is. But there's a lot we don't... I don't know. I guess I'm speaking from outside because I know him a little bit better. I have a very... I don't know how to... I do have a sense of respect for him because he does play devil's advocate.
This is a hard devil's advocate to pull in front of all present.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like he ain't perfect. I'll give you that. Like, he's brutal. That being said, though, there's a reason he is where he is. His wealth has nothing to do with it, really. It's like he's earned that, more or less. He wasn't born into it.
I'm not claiming that kind of thing. But I'm saying that upon a certain accrual of wealth, there comes a sort of callousness for the people that helped him get that money.
Yeah. You gotta understand, though, that Nanamo is kind of naive. He's doing tough love, and I feel like he really shouldn't have done it this way. But I get what he's trying to do.
Naivety aside, yeah. The points that he made about there being... Well, I predicted that someone would be saying these things. But the fact that there is, quote-unquote, so little to go around means little to me from a person who says it while holding all the money.
Yeah. I mean, from where he stands, it's gonna look bad no matter what.
Yeah. I acknowledge that.
And, you know, you have every right to feel the way you do about him, given where you are in the story.
Yeah.
I'm speaking, unfortunately, with a little bit more knowledge. So...
The benefit of hindsight.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah. From my perspective, I hate everyone who's rich, so... I hate my sweaty hands.
One need only look to Teleji Adeleji's example for evidence of the danger in allowing sentiment to dictate policy. How far the vaunted Mirage have fallen, both in repute and profitability, since he began employing refugees.
How I choose to conduct my affairs is not your concern, my lord.
A proposal has been tabled. Given its urgency, I move we forego further debate and call a vote. To accept the Doman refugees or not. Those in favor, I bid you remain. Those opposed, I bid you leave.
Four.
Would that it were within my power to welcome you and your people, Lady Yugiri. As you have observed, however, my authority in such matters is regrettably limited. Without the consent of the Syndicate, I cannot act.
I understand, Your Grace, and I appreciate all that you have done on our behalf.
She did her best.
Kind
The
of.
nerve of the man! If that bastard had not forsaken the eastern trade route, little Alamigo would now be thriving.
Interesting.
Oh, that you should have traveled so far under such dire circumstances, only to be refused in this manner is utterly unconscionable. Pray, accept my sincerest apologies.
Ugh.
I don't need your apologies. I need your help.
Yeah, like that if that actually was worth anything, then
Now
yeah.
that the Empire no longer poses an immediate threat, they see little reason to maintain the pretense of unity. The Monitorists have grown especially defiant of late. Lord Lolorito most of all. But this is neither the time nor place for that discussion.
He is very conniving.
I acknowledge that. So smug about it too, which makes me hate him even more. As you observed, Lolorito is not afraid to speak his mind, nor is he like to change it. Oft have I wondered how a man so skilled at weighing the worth of things should be so incapable of seeing the value in people. I will waste no more words on him, not when the Domans are yet in need of aid. Everyone, follow me to the Hall of Flames. And so shall we go. Where is that? Okay.
Who's jamming?
I don't know. New music changed the second I walked into this area. The Syndicate has spoken, and I see no point in moving that the matter be reconsidered. The Monitors have made their position clear.
Agreed. Ul'dah is not an option. Nor are Limsa or Gridania, I judge, given the state of their internal affairs. Which leaves our Doman friends confined to a ship. Gods. The thought of them huddled in an airless hold with no hope for better treatment. Would that I had more time to find an alternative. A place not bound by the concerns of the great nation. I need to make a call. Imphilia. That is precisely what I wish to discuss. I understand the Syndicate's decision, I do. We all wish to preserve that which is ours, especially when we believe it to be under siege. But I cannot meekly accept this judgment, not while my people suffer. Would it be out of the question for the Sultanate to accept us for a limited time? A week, mayhap? Or even just a few days? Excellent. I shall keep you informed. Lady Yugiri, I have a proposal, if you'd hear it.
Out with it, Master Alfino.
The headquarters of my order, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, stands in a place called Revenant's Toll, an outpost in Mordona. Like most outposts, it is frequented by mercenaries and other men of action, and lacks the comforts of a more well-established settlement. However, the leaders of Revenant's Toll have been doing their utmost to change that. To that end, they have need of able-bodied individuals willing to work as frontier hands. Hard labor, lest you doubt, but not save food and shelter by way of reward.
Terms not unlike those which you yourself proposed, Lady Yugiri.
Though I will not hear a word said against our beloved Ul'dah, Revenant's Toll would offer certain advantages, the absence of unhelpful bureaucracy being the most obvious.
If they can accommodate us all, we shall gladly accept. Master Alfino, once again I find myself in your debt. Pray do not thank me, my lady. The life your people go to is one of hard labor and few comforts, as I told you. And before that, there remains the matter how they may safely be borne to Revenant's Toll, which will be no small feat considering the distance and their present condition. Mayhap the Oldan Adventurers Guild can be of assistance. Look for me there anon, barracks. Lady Yugiri, if you and your people would accompany me, we may discuss what aid the immortal flames can provide. Just happened to peek down at Say Chat. So there's a performance happening, I think, right over there. And I just saw a chat saying, "Can you do All-Star?" So that's the stage of the night we're at.
That looks
It might be happening now. I'm gonna move away before it's like before it's a problem with copyright. Somebody. Alright, before I talk to him, I'm gonna actually go make tea, because my mouth is dry, and the water isn't helping. So, I'll be right back once again. Okay. It is steeping. We have tea. We are concerned that the Doman refugees may find the journey to Revenant's Toll too much to bear. Too long have they been sequestered aboard their ship with insufficient supplies and scarce room enough to breathe, let alone stretch their limbs. With that in mind, Mistress Momodi has kindly offered to accommodate the Domans until such time as they are ready to set out for Morodona. Those healthy enough to travel will embark as soon as transportation has been secured, while those too weak will leave at once. To leave at once will be permitted to stay until they regain their strength. What a wonderful lady. What news? Transportation remains our greatest obstacle, General. Is there aught the Immortal Flames can do? I fear that exceeds our mandate. Were it a smaller number, mayhap it would go unnoticed. But the Syndicate will not bear the cost of escorting more than 200 Domans to Morodona. When government fails to act, the responsibility falls to us private citizens. I will engage the services of the 77 caravans on the Doman's behalf. Oh, very well. We should begin contract negotiations at once. Your generosity is most welcome, my lord. After all that has befallen these good people, it is the least I could do. Come what may, you shall ever have a friend in Ul'dah, Lady Yugiri. And you in Revenant's Toll, my lord. Well, sounds like we all have work to do. Lady Yugiri, let's put our heads together and settle the details of our arrangement, shall we? I would entrust the task of escorting our Doman friends to you, after you have rested your own road-weary legs, of course. What say you? Resting my legs sounds good, actually. What did I get? Sencha. Kind of in between, like, quote-unquote normal green tea and oolong. As we speak, the Domans prepare for departure at Vesper Bay, wherefrom they will be transported by carriage to Ul'dah. That said, this has all been decided rather suddenly, and it would not surprise me if the refugees required some assistance in coordinating their preparations. Varys, I would have you return to Vesper Bay and facilitate the process through tasks great and small. In short, whatever must needs be done, do it. You do not control me! Speak with a man named Hosen when you arrive. As Lady Yugiri tells it, he has been designated the leader of the first group. Sencha is one of my favorite green teas. No. Greetings. Alfino informed me that a sign would be arriving to help the preparations. I am honored to meet you, though shamed as well. A great warrior should not be tasked with such trivialities. I knew from a glance what manner of woman you were. I too have some skill at arms, as do many of our people. Pray forgive this trifle, but might I trouble you to help round up the children that have been given into my care? They are most adept at staying hidden from my sight, but perhaps your keen eyes will succeed where I have failed. I don't want to deal with children. You have my thanks, friend. Pray seek out my son Yozen. He can tell you more. Behind me? Yeah.
Oh, hello there. I'm Yozen, son of Hosen. Will you be coming with us to Uldal? I hear we're traveling by horsebird drawn cat.
Horsebird. It's not fair. Or not unfair, I should say.
But don't you think they're queer? Giant birds that people ride like horses. I still want to try riding one, but... What's that? You're looking for the others? Don't worry. I already told them to get ready for the carriages. I'll need your help, though. You're just finishing a game of hide and seek. 3 players are still in hiding, and since Lady Yukiri told us to take it really seriously, they won't move until they're found. But Festival Bay isn't that big, so I bet you could find them in no time.
Oh boy. Chocobo is in fact horsebird. Aha!
Hey, you're not Yozen. Who are you? I'm Koharu. Very still, eh? I didn't know anyone else was. Wait a minute. You're one of those, stallions, aren't you? No, scions. Scions. Then you must know Lady Yugiri, right? Isn't she great? She's really good at hide and seek, too. Alright, it's almost time to go. Nice meeting you, very still.
That wasn't a bad interaction. Here. No. Go along the perimeter and circle your way inward. Should be able to find everyone. As far as upwards we're allowed to go, I guess. I found you back there. So if I were to... Nope.
Did you find me? Guess I need to practice more.
Or maybe you're just good at this. I mean, the Guardians didn't find me.
Well, that's a worrisome.
Yeah, that's a little unsettling to listen to.
Children shouldn't know that.
Yeah. Agreed.
Are you playing? Ah, no fair. Yosin didn't say anything about adults. Huh? We get to ride a horseboat carriage? I don't know. It sounds scary. But if Yosin says it's safe, I'll go.
Wonderful. All the children are accounted. Hide and seek? Ah, see, you're curious. It's quite simple, really. Lady Yugiri thought it best that the children know what to do in case the Guardians found us. I should hope that those days are behind us, but nevertheless, I take comfort in knowing that we are prepared. Why we adventure? The first caravan is due to depart shortly, followed by the rest at regular intervals. My family and I, including my stubborn old father Home, will be traveling in the lead carriage, together with young Kaharu, whom I believe you've already met. Though I understand the road to Uldar is regularly patrolled by your brass blades, it would give us great comfort if you agree to accompany us on our journey. And once again, I thank you for your kindness. When you're ready to leave, please inform our coachman. Are you in the business of teleporting? Eager to be off, are you? Aye, well, was meaning to have a word with you about that. Running from the blades says we might have a problem. A fierce looking beasties inside south of the bridge to Hammerley. Might it be as someone's eyes are playing tricks on them, of course, but don't pay to gamble in this business. No, you can handle yourself in a fight, but this loss here's another story. So I was thinking you might go on ahead and have a quick look around. Make sure the area's safe. Like, if you come across anything dangerous, you know what to do. When you're satisfied the way's clear, meet us outside Horizon. The base tell me the road there is safe, so I reckon we can make it that far on our own. Assuming the self-same bastards don't try to rob us, that is. Cool.
I've yawned way too much. I need my tea to cool down just enough. Kinda don't want to fall down there. Unless I have to. Okay, over here. Oof. Void sand, huh? So there was a beastie. Was being the operative word, eh? Well fought, madam. Well fought. If only I were in better health, I should have been proud to stand at your side. Pray, pay my son no mind. He forgets that his responsibilities preclude acts of daring do. Be that as it may, I cannot help but envy you. Had we been able to call upon heroes of your strength and skill in Doma, things would have been very different. But we cannot change the past. Those who fought and fell are forever lost to us. Lost but not forgotten. Lady Yugiri's kinsmen least of all. They fought fiercest, though they knew full well it was in vain. She had every right to walk away, yet she chose to stay. If food, shelter, the promise of a better life, all this and more we owe to her. How does one even begin to repay such a debt? In kind, father. 'Tis she who has given everything. We shall give our all. Whatever work there is to be done, we shall do without question. Dish digging, bricklaying, it matters not. Revenant's toll will grow and prosper by our hands. Hey, Miss Varix. Kaharu now wants to know why you became an adventurer. I wonder. Ugh. Okay. If I were to answer as me, To go whither the wild rose blooms. So, you like roses? I think I understand. I mean, they're nice and everything, but don't they grow in lots of places? That's the point. We go wherever it goes, or wherever it blooms. It's my turn now. Excuse me, Miss Varix. I've got a question. What's Revenant's Toll like? Is it pretty? For a given definition. I should not say that. Would they even know these words? So there are lots of rocks and things. Sounds a bit scary, but you'll be there too, won't you? Sometimes. Enough Koharu. It's my turn now. Miss Varix, when I'm older, I want to be strong like you. What do I have to do? Don't ever say this answer. Never give Rowena anything. But yes, to become more powerful, you must travel. Seek out, test yourself. Of course, to be a better adventurer, you need to go adventuring. Alright, alright. That's enough questions for Miss Varix. That's not fair. Why does he doesn't get to ask 2 questions? I want to know about adventuring just as much as he does. Just one more, please. Do you think I could be an adventurer like you one day? Really? Then I will. Thanks for the advice, Miss Varix. I won't forget it. I'm going to be one too. When we get to Revenant's Toll, let's make an adventurer's guild for Domans. We'll protect our friends and punish the wicked, just like Miss Varix and Lady Yukiri. Yes, just like that. We can talk more about it in the carriage on the way. Will you be joining us? I have been requested to by one sniveling little brat. Stretch out my back. I got a nice pop out of that. Ah, barracks. I take it the first group has arrived. Excellent. Is there aught else? No. I have matters well in hand here. You and Lady Yuri should travel to Remnant's Toll forthwith. It is past time Lady Yuri met with the guild representatives in Revenant's Toll. Since I do not foresee any further matters arising here in Thanalan, which might require your personal attention, I would instead have you serve as an escort to the Doman delegation for the duration of the journey. Speak first with Slafborn upon your arrival. He is the one with whom the Domans will be working most closely, I should think. Afterwards, introduce Lady Yuri to Minfilia and the guild emissary. If both meetings go well, the resulting ties should stand the Domans in good stead for that which is to come. Safe travels, Varix. This must be the esteemed Lady Yugiri and her associates. I greet you all as friends, and bid you welcome to the Toll. I hope that you not find our dearth of fineries off-putting. For though as we may seem, we do have a wealth of spirit, and camaraderie to spare. You see, race and creed don't enter into here. We welcome all sorts, provided they're willing to earn their keep, of course. Dude, I just caught myself almost falling forward. That would have sucked. So maybe at the end of this quest, we'll call it. Because the tea is actually not helping in the staying awake part. We are no strangers to hard work, Master Slapborn. You may rest assured that we will carry out your orders with due diligence. Oh, not for a moment did I doubt your commitment, my lady. Pray understand. I give the same speech to all new arrivals. You needn't bow your head or call me master either. We are both frontier hands, as far as I'm concerned. As you wish, Slafborn. May this meeting mark the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship. Our guest is yet to meet the antecedent. 7 hells, Varix. Why are you wasting time with me? Proceed to the writing stones. Oh, that's good. That's not good.
What happened?
Starting to fall asleep.
The fact that that happened so quickly.
Yep. Too much is given, much is expected. Forgive me. I require a moment to compose my thoughts before meeting with your leader. We shall join you at the Rising Stones anon. Yeah, let's go to the end of the quest. Jerked myself awake and flipped over my mouse.
That worries me.
Too much work in the day.
You're telling me.
Okay. It is no use. Our attempts to reach the students of Baldesion continue to meet with failure. Urianger has explored other avenues of inquiry, but they too have yielded naught. We will persevere, of course, yet within our hearts the truth is clear. We are but awaiting confirmation of that which we already know. How fare the Domans? I am given to understand you were kept quite busy in Vesper Bay. Mayhap you question the wisdom of aiding refugees when the primal threat remains unresolved. I should not blame you if you did, nor would I deny that this matter falls outside our normal purview. Be that as it may, I could not ignore the plight of those refugees, not when it was within our power to help them. Lady Yugiri is here. Please show her in. I should very much like to meet her. Great. We have no objections. We may do so without blessing. Your answer pleases me beyond words, my lady. Are you quite certain? We have no way of knowing how many might answer my summons. In the event that Revenant's toll could not accommodate us all, we would need to find an alternative solution. Should that come to pass, we will find it together. As ever, it's been a pleasure, Antecedent. Alas, we must take our leave as the first carriages are due to arrive at any moment. Should you require aught else, pray speak with Sapone. Lady Yugiri, Berex. Lamin and I will make all the necessary preparations to ensure that our demon friends feel at home upon their arrival. And though I must admit that I am still troubled about the matter of the missing crystals. We are too. Y'shtola should be returning anon with a report from a field. Mayhap you could await here and speak with her upon her arrival.
How goes the fishing? Caught anything slippery?
Aye. Our suspicions were well founded. The Serpent Reavers are indeed the culprits.
The plot thickens.
Has there been any movement in Thanalan?
It has been blessedly quiet, which is to say the Amalja are being no more or less of a nuisance than usual, summoning Ifrit with such crystals as they have hoarded. Urianger, too, reports not out of the ordinary.
Then we have our explanation.
Your explanation for what, pray tell?
For the recent spate of crystal thefts in Thanalan, we naturally assumed that the trail would lead us back to the Amalja, yet it did not. It led us across the sea unto Vilbrand.
Vilbrand? There have been reports of increased Sahagin activity of late.
Ah.
Oh gods, they mean to summon Leviathan?
That is the way of it, I fear. Whilst conducting our investigation on behalf of the mineral concern, we came upon evidence implicating the Serpent Reavers. With the aid of the Maelstrom, I was able to verify our suspicions. 'Tis only a matter of time before Leviathan returns to harrow the seas. But there is more. One of the Sahagin, an elder by my judgment, spoke of attaining the gift and knowledge of eternity.
That's the Hagen with the echo. Oh.
Such a disturbance in the ether. If I did not know better, I should think this device defective.
Shared migraine. It's like we had a shared migraine the second we were talking about a Sahagin possibly also having a migraine.
And there is the explanation.
Soon it shall begin. Our Lord shall rise midst surging waves to wash away the finless ones.
You know, my prediction for how the Sahagin should sound is a bit more spot on than I expected.
And I shall be granted the gift and knowledge of eternity, and with the emissary stand equal. Then shall I know no cessation, no oblivion.
How nice.
Whence comes this promise of immortality? The emissary? We have outstayed our welcome.
The gift and knowledge.
Are the two of you quite well?
You shared that vision, did you not?
Why,
Even
yes,
before the
I did.
Sahagin made mention of the emissary, I recognized Elidibus's words. He is behind this. But surely it is not within his power to grant the echo.
Hang on, I got to sit up for this part. For those in Shadowbringers? How curious is that question?
My lady, unless we act swiftly, Leviathan will rise again. The Admiral has already requested that we intervene to prevent this. Failing that, we are to attend to the Primal's extermination.
She will have our full cooperation. Let us make haste to Limsa Lominsa. I mean to play a part in this mission. Tataru, pray, take charge in my absence.
Tataru.
My lady, are you sure this is wise?
I am aware of the risks, but there is something I must see with mine own eyes.
That bodes well.
The true nature of the echo.
Very well. I shall not stand in your way. On the condition that you permit me to accompany you as bodyguard.
Your company is ever welcome, Thancred.
I take it something ill is afoot.
Aye, a primal is about to be loosed upon Eorzea.
A primal?
A godlike being whose very existence is a bane upon the land. We scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to put an end to their kind.
Kami. By your margin.
I see. Know then that I am learned in the arts of war. In return for the kindness you have shown my people, I would lend you my blade.
It would be most welcome. When contending with a primal, one can never have too many able allies. If you crave a more intimate understanding of the problems facing Eorzea, this experience is like to provide it. Be sure to come well prepared.
Cough, cough. You're right. Okay. So that means Beloved Leviathan's music is next week. Which means today I have to end here because I'm unable to carry on. Which makes me sad. But Leviathan is very fun. If I am able to go through it synced, that'd be cool, because I don't think I've ever actually done that. There are times when I went through the fight unsynced just to work on getting glamour pieces, which is also fun, but at the time it was weird to try and beat back the tide. But we'll see. Next time we wrangle the noodle. Correct. But yes, until then, I wonder if I can make sure I rest up better for next time, because this sucked. But yeah, we will wrangle the noodle next time. And so that's 2 trials. Is there a third one? Ah, yes. There should be. But yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get both trials or all. I don't know if that one's required. I don't know if we're gonna get to more than one trial next time, but it would be cool if we could. But at least for our purposes right now, we shall see next time. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being here. If you are here on VODs, if I'm not tired, I might try to make up more for a different game over the weekend. Just has to see whether or not I'm some value dying across the weekend. Rest the weary back. Yeah. Rest my weary eyes, honestly. But yes, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being here. And I'll see you next time. I'm bugging out.